Leo, thanks for joining me. This is your horoscope for March 2019. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. On the 2nd of March, Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and creativity, moves into Aquarius, and it goes into your 7th house of relationships. It goes into Pisces at the end of the month on the 27th. So what you're going to be concerned with is really loving other people and thinking about how can I be of service to other people? How can I help in any of my relationships with colleagues, family members, lovers, friends, acquaintances, everybody. You're going to really want to be of service and help people, and that's great because the spiritual law of the universe is what you put out, you get back. So expect a lot of loving, positive energy to come your way. Jupiter, the lucky planet, is also in your 5th house of romance and relationships. So this month, March, Leo, looks fabulous for you in terms of love and romance. On the 5th of March, we've got Mercury, the communication planet, going retrograde. And it goes retrograde until the 28th of March. Now, when Mercury goes retrograde, you have to find a new way of communicating. And when Mercury is in Pisces, it's very spiritual. It's connected to the higher realms. You feel intuitive and psychic. You feel like you want to take care of other people. You're nurturing and you're also creative. And it sits in your 8th house with Neptune, the planet of imagination and psychic ability. Your Sun, which is your identity, the transiting midheaven, work, and the moon, the most sensitive part of who you are. And they're all in Pisces and they're in your 8th house. So if you're a Leo who is employed, you're really going to question your employment and you're going to wonder, am I really using all of my skills? Am I being nurtured the way I nurture other people? Am I, is this a job with potential for growth? Or am I in a dead-end situation here? So the retrograde isn't negative. It's something that allows you to get a pair of fresh eyes and to look at your employment. Uranus is sitting right on top of your midheaven. So if you feel like it's not right, it's okay to kind of transition out of a job and into a job that you feel is better. So that's in place until the 28th of March. On the 6th of March, we've got the new moon in Pisces happening in your 8th house. I'll make a separate video on the new moon, but basically it's when the moon is pitch black and it pulls in lots and lots of Pisces energy. So in your work, you're going to be very self-sacrificing and giving and nurturing, but that Mercury retrograde is great because it kind of keeps your eye on the game and it says, I give and I give and I give, what am I getting back? And if there's an imbalance, you're going to make sure that that's corrected and altered. Now on the 7th of March, something really big happens. Uranus is one of the outer planets, so the outer planets like Jupiter and Saturn, they move much slower than the personal planets. And Uranus, even the way it travels, is super chaotic and rebellious. It's the planet of the miraculous, the unexpected. It's like putting a plug into a socket. It's energy, it's eccentricity, it's doing things in a way that you feel is right. And it moves into the sign of Taurus, which is the sign of money, stability, creativity, sensuality, and it stays there until 2025, 2026, depending on where you are. So for the next 5 or 6 years, well, no, for the next 6 or 7 years, Uranus is in Taurus in your 10th house of career. So Leo, you are the luckiest out of all of the signs of the zodiac with Uranus moving into Taurus, the sign of money, in your 10th house of career, because coupled with that Mercury retrograde, which has made you question, is this right for me? I give, I give, I give. Am I getting something back? Uranus gives you the confidence to absolutely blow this popsicle stand and to say, I'm going to open my own business, or I'm going to make a lateral move so I get paid what I deserve. You really have the confidence over the next 6 or 7 years to realize your hopes and dreams when it comes to work. So if you're retired, you can use this energy to work on something that you absolutely adore. Maybe you want to open a psychic healing center. Or if you're 20 years old and you want to make your fortune, the next 6 or 7 years are the time when you should work independently to make your fortune. And it's something that you know about, and it's something that is going to work best when you do it independently. So that's going to keep you really busy in terms of your thoughts and ideas until the 20th of March. On the 20th of March, we've got a full moon, which is also a super moon, and that's in Libra, in your 3rd house of communication. So that's awesome. The full moon is when the moon releases its energy. I'll make a separate video on that as well. But for you guys, it's in your 3rd house of the way you think and the way you communicate, and it means that you're able to kind of bridge the gap between any culture, race, gender, religion, creed, origin with other people, and you're able to communicate with everybody, and that's going to heal your situation in work, in education, in travel, and you'll get a clue of how you can physically and practically make the changes that you want. So from the 20th onwards, seek advice. Other people are really going to be useful in helping you make the changes that you want to make. It's also spring on the 20th of March. So spring is sprung. It's the spring equinox, which means there's equality between night and day. The days are going to get longer now. And also on this day, the sun moves into Aries, which is positive for you because it's a fire sign, so it kind of resonates with you. And the sun in Aries, in your 9th house of broadening your horizons and making your life bigger, also indicates that you're no longer ruminating and contemplating things. You're now hitting the ground running, and you're taking action to make practical changes in your life. Now, at the end of the month, Mars, the male principle of desire, that goes into Gemini in your 11th house. So you're going to be communicating with other people. Romance and romantic relationships are going to be great, but also you're going to communicate your hopes and dreams when it comes to your work and what you're going to do in future. So everything is going your way in the areas of work, love, and manifesting your hopes and dreams, and really sorting out any imbalance if you're giving and not receiving anything back. So, or even if you're receiving loads and you're giving very little, you might start to feel guilty about that, and you may want to change it to something that's more up your alley and that you feel better about. So that's what I get for you in March. I hope you have a wonderful month. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. In my personal readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. The astrology chart is amazing. It's like a blueprint of who you are. It's like I can see the building. That is you. It shows me what your life purpose is, what your vocational talents are and aptitudes are, what's destined for you in career and money and love and children, romance, family, health, daily routine. I can answer any questions you may have, compatibility with other partners, and I can also look at what's coming up for you in future by using the predictive astrology. So if you have any questions or any of that interests you, then please get in touch for a personal reading. I hope you have a lovely March, and I'll speak to you next month.